welcome to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Beth Cooper.
I am Stacey Earlywine, and there's a microphone in my shot.
Oh, shoot. We didn't even notice that was there, did we?
But I'm still not there. Okay, let me see. How funny.
Yes.
And still not there.
Oh, my goodness.
We may have a wide angle there. I don't know what's going on. How funny is that?
Yes. So, how are you?
I
know why she's pausing. We're recording this the week of our big play at Nostalgia Theater, so we have been practicing every night. We are a little scatterbrained this morning.
Oh, my gosh.
We practiced last night. We're practicing again tonight. We have dress rehearsal tomorrow night, and then this episode is probably going to air on Thursday, and our play is going to be Saturday and Sunday, December 7th and 8th. It is full of adorable children and teenagers from all over Clay County and Wayne County who have been working on this play since October. The name of the play is
Christmas Toy School at the North Pole.
Yes.
Yes, you have to be, pass toy school before you can get on Santa's sleigh. It's a cute little play.
It is a cute play.
It is a cute little play. And this is why we're so tired, because it's the youngest cast we've ever had.
Yeah.
We have
and they're trying,
3 high school students.
They're trying all of them are trying so hard, but it's just been a little bit more work.
It's a little bit more work.
Because we've been spoiled the last few years by having so many high schoolers who 9 of them aged out this year and graduated. They turned 18. So they're out. They can be in our spring play if they choose to, but they couldn't be in the children's play.
They just moved up to the adult. Yeah, we do kindergarten through high school, and we've never had so many and I've never done usually it's first grade through high school, but my grandson Jack, I'll change the world for him. So so I added kindergarten. We're a little tired because they've been doing really, really well, but it's a whole new ball game for us, because this is our 5th one. For the last 4 years, I've had the same talented group of young ladies. So kind of grew up with them, and then they left me. So now it's like, now I'm starting back at the bottom of the barrel here, and we're getting all these young ones. But I think it's going to continue to grow.
Yes.
This play is, I think. I think it's going to get more and more where kids want to do the children's play.
So if you're looking for a fun Christmas activity to do this weekend, Nostalgia Theater, 3 p.m. on Sunday the 8th and 7 p.m. on Saturday the 7th. Right, 7 on 7.
What'd you say? You did backwards. 3 p.m. Yeah.
I did Sunday first.
You did Sunday first.
I'm tired. I don't know what to tell you. My mind went to Sunday. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Sunday because after the play on Sunday, we have a cast party.
Oh.
And it's Taco Bar.
Yeah, taco bars.
That's going to be good.
Taco bars, cake and cookies, that type of thing. And then, and what's going to be so funny is after on Sunday, Beth and I are both going to be like, but the kids are going to be like, what are we doing next year? They're going to want to know. I'm like, honey, I need a moment. I don't know. I don't know, kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have been pretty fun. They're pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be in the back. I'll be in the back. You have to be in the front. Actually, we should have probably switched roles this year because there's no kids in the back. Just me and Cohen will be in the back. Nobody leaves the stage. That's once these kids hit the stage, they're on there the whole time. So I don't have anybody that I have to pay attention to. We probably should have reversed roles.
Swapped our roles.
So you could have been in the back with Cohen telling the little elves to shh. That's my main goal, is to be like.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're better at that, I think, than I am.
Yeah.
Stacey's a little bit more patient.
A little bit more. Oh, too funny.
Too funny.
Thanksgiving's over.
Yes, Thanksgiving is over, and I had a great holiday. Did you?
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. Food was great. I literally so I just dumped out my last bit of my dressing. I made the best dressing.
Oh, did you?
Oh, and I'll eat that stuff for the next 4 or 5 days. I look forward to eating the leftovers.
Me too.
So since I started hosting Thanksgiving, I don't really eat much on Thanksgiving Day. I eat more that night after everybody's gone, or the next fall. That's when we eat everything. But yeah, because I never understood that. My granny always, after she cooked every Sunday, after she'd cook, she would I don't even think she ever ate with any of us. And she was just like, after you've cooked it, you just don't want it. And I get that now. Once you start doing all that cooking, it's like, I'm exhausted. I'm out. I don't even eat.
Yeah, you almost need a nap.
Yeah, because it's just too much. But what was you love dressing too.
Yeah,
so.
dressing's always my favorite.
It's my favorite too.
This year we had just our kids over in the evening on Thanksgiving, and we had steak and baked potatoes, and it was really good. It was
you can't
not. We'd already had 2 traditional Thanksgiving meals, not that day, but prior to Thanksgiving Day, we'd already had that meal twice. So then on Thanksgiving Day we did steaks, and it was good.
We do that for Christmas on Christmas Eve with the early wines. We grill out steaks and baked potatoes. So easy. There's nothing easier than steak and baked potatoes, and nothing better. It's probably my favorite meal of all time.
It's my favorite meal too.
I'd rather I'd rather have a steak and a baked potato and a little salad.
Yep.
More than anything in the world.
Macaroni and cheese.
It's my favorite.
Yep.
Yep. So
I think it's my kids' favorite too. I mean, they'd much rather have that than Thanksgiving.
Oh, my boys are carnivores, so they'd rather have that. I usually go up to here at Salt and Strings, and he knows when I'm coming because basically I'm like, okay, give me I need 1.5 inch, 2 inch thick cut ribeyes. Cost me $1 million, but they like them big old thick ribeyes. I love a ribeye. You're a filet girl.
Filet mignon.
Yeah, she likes
where
filet.
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
That's
not
where
big
it's
enough
at.
piece. Might have to have 2 of them.
Really?
Heck yeah, it's only a little bit.
I know, but they're thick.
I know, but I cut my ribeyes as thick as that filet. It's like the Fred Flintstone.
Oh,
yeah,
funny.
my family, we do the Fred Flintstone ribeyes.
Okay, funny.
So funny. But yeah, so Christmas time's here, and we're going to do a fun show today. I'm like, okay, it's time to start doing Christmas stuff, right? I'm like, let's do something on Black Friday. So we decided to do
We got some crazy Black Friday stories today.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Children's Christmas play and a big weekend at church. We're having a congregational meeting and
a family and friends breakfast. So if you would like to come to First Christian Church on Sunday the 8th of December, there will be a breakfast around 9:20 a.m.
Yep. And what are you making me?
I'm inviting you. You're all invited.
You're all invited. Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. There'll be some breakfast casserole, some fruit. I'm still adding to the menu. Coffee cake.
Ooh, who's making coffee cake?
I think I am.
Are you really? I haven't had a coffee cake in a long time. Yeah.
I'm going to ask my mom for her
recipe.
Yeah, I'm going to use my mom's recipe for the coffee
Why don't you just have your mom make it?
Well, I haven't discussed that with her yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll give Debbie a minute to figure that out because she'll jump right on it. You know she will. She's not going to tell you no.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I bet she makes a mean coffee cake.
Oh, man. The best ever. Yep. It's pretty darn good.
We may have to have Debbie.
Debbie
make me a coffee cake.
Okay.
Let's check out a Christmas ad. So
Okay.
I was Googling Christmas ads from the 30s. Let me find my picture so I can see up close. Which one are you throwing up here, Ty? Canada Dry.
Canada Dry. Oh,
Okay.
Fun.
Yours for happier holidays. Greetings from Canada Dry. Canada Dry greets you with the season's best. Best for delicious refreshments. Best for matchless mixing. Canada Dry ginger ale and sparkling water help make every day a holiday. I love that tree.
I was going to say that. I love that tree, too.
I love that tree because I love you can hardly find, can you find the little icicles anymore?
Yes.
You can?
The tinsel?
The tinsel. Our trees was full of tinsel.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Walmart started selling it again. There for the longest time, it was really hard.
Vacuum sweeper.
It was really hard to find for a long time. Malia, she's got it on her tree in Effingham. It's beautiful.
I love the tinsel. But yeah, Canada Dry. I didn't realize that they made dry water, sparkling water. I don't like sparkling water.
I don't like sparkling water either, but I do love Canada Dry ginger ale.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mom and dad would buy that on New Year's Eve, and we would drink it then. It was like a special thing.
You were thinking you were drinking champagne?
Yeah, like a champagne or something.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, the very first time I flew on an airplane, I was 14 or 15 years old. They offered me a drink, and for whatever reason, I chose ginger ale.
Yeah.
So therefore,
it's good for your belly, isn't it?
Every time I've ever flown in an airplane ever since, I've always chosen ginger ale. They're like, would you like a drink? Yes. Do you have ginger ale? Yes, I do. I'll take a ginger ale.
Oh, how funny.
It's my airplane drink.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I love that ad.
Like just drinking it, I would not ever just drink it.
No, you wouldn't. It's good.
No,
it's good.
Is it kind of like 7-Up? Not sweet, though.
It's not as sweet.
It's not sweet.
It's definitely dry. I mean, there's a reason Canada Dry. It's got a more dry taste to it, but yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, I always thought that maybe it was good for your stomach.
I think it is because I think ginger helps with nausea.
Good. Yeah. Ginger's I love ginger. Oh my gosh, I love go Fujiyama. Mm-hmm. And that ginger dressing that's on your salad. And
Silas loves that too. That is his favorite thing.
What's the other? Oh, the orange sauce.
The yum yum sauce.
Yum yum sauce.
We're going there. We're going there Thursday night for his birthday. But so let's just talk for a minute about that salad dressing at Fujiyama.
Yes.
I have tried to buy that, like searched for it online, like Amazon. Like, no, you can't.
Can't find it.
I want them to bottle it.
I want them to bottle that like they do the Olive Garden.
Yes.
Because you can get yum yum sauce.
Yes.
You can get yum yum sauce.
Yes. But if they would bottle their salad dressing, I would totally buy it. And then my son would eat salad probably every day.
Oh.
Like,
so
it's a
good.
healthy choice for him. I mean, the dressing's probably full of sugar, but I mean, it's still a healthier choice food-wise for him to eat some salad.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they need. Yeah, Fujiyama's all over the world. They should do that like the Olive Garden does. But I do like that yum yum sauce. I'll put that yum yum sauce on everything. Mm-hmm. It's so good on chicken. I love Fujiyama, and it's like in my top 5.
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse #1 because I'm a big steak eater. Gosh,
what is your top 5?
I'd say Texas Roadhouse. I love Texas Roadhouse. I love Cracker Barrel. Mm-hmm. I love Culver's.
Ugh.
You don't love Culver's cheeseburgers?
No, in fact, they're in I could be dying of starvation and maybe would agree to Culver's.
Oh, I love Culver's. They have them big fat French fries. Yummy. Waffle House. #4, Fujiyama. Those are my top 5, and I don't even know what order Texas Roadhouse is always going to be #1.
I like Texas Roadhouse a lot, so I would say it's maybe in my top 5.
I love the Olive Garden, too.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel for sure. It might be #1, Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel's #1 for you?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then, oh, gosh.
I'm going to take Culver's out and put Olive Garden in.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've got Texas Roadhouse.
Uh-huh.
What I say?
Cracker Barrel.
Texas Roadhouse.
Fujiyama.
Cracker Barrel. Fujiyama. Olive Garden. Waffle House. Yum.
Okay.
Those are my top 5.
I'll go with Cracker Barrel, Red Lobster. I know you don't like seafood.
I hate seafood.
And Mexican. I can always do Mexican.
Yeah, but I'm not going to throw that in there. I'm talking like
bigger.
If I was traveling. If
you're traveling.
Because I have Mexican food in town. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, definitely not Culver's.
Not Culver's.
I would say Wendy's is in. I love Wendy's.
Diane loves Wendy's. I like Wednesday. I like Wednesday.
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is good. As far as burger joints, my favorite.
Oh, Chick-fil-A is in my top 5.
Is it? Yeah, I've only been to Chick-fil-A like once.
That's sad.
It is sad. I don't know.
There's one in Mattoon now.
You ever heard of Fuddruckers?
Yes, I've eaten
there.
Oh,
I love Fuddruckers.
Didn't they all go out of business?
They did.
Yeah.
Sad day. Sad. Oh, Five Guys.
Not a fan.
Oh, what?
Freddy's. I like Freddy's. I would pick Freddy's over Five Guys.
Five Guys tops Culver's. Five Guys would be
my
Culver's.
Culver's.
Five Guys is my favorite burger joint.
Okay.
Oh, and then hand cut French fries. They put them in that bag.
My favorite burger joint is not a big chain. They have a few locations, but it's in Evansville, and it is GD Ritzy's. You ever eaten there?
Yeah.
Oh, man, their burgers are good. You can't beat those.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. Okay, well, now that I'm starving.
Yes, we should probably take is it time for a commercial?
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with some crazy Black Friday stories.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. Today we are talking about Black Friday. We have all kinds of craziness, but before we dive into any of the crazy stuff that's happened over the years on Black Friday, I'll just give you a little rundown
Let's
of
talk
the history
of Black Friday.
Yes, because the history of it is a little different than what I thought it was.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize there was a history to Black Friday. I didn't know that till we started doing some digging. But yeah, tell us the history of Black Friday.
Okay, so just let's break it down to just the word black. I mean, forever black was synonymous with bad, like something bad happened, or like you would think Black Friday would be like a bad day because it was like black, like marred, you know.
Unless you're looking at your checking account, then black's good.
So, the first, what people called the Black Friday, was a significant event in American history, the Panic of 1869. So we're going way back to 1869. There was a day that they called Black Friday. And that occurred when these bankers, financiers, Jay Gould, who's like a famous name, James Fisk, they took advantage of the Grant administration. They had connections with the Grant presidential administrations. They knew kind of what I kind of think, what was that Martha Stewart went to prison for, or like insider trading?
Insider trading.
I feel like this was insider trading of like 1869. Anyway, these two guys, they tried to corner the gold market. Right. And so then President Grant learned what they were doing to manipulate the market. And so he ordered the Treasury that day to release a large supply of gold, which then halted everything that they were doing, and it caused prices to drop by like 18%. So then it said that fortunes were made and lost all in the same day. And
welcome to the stock market.
And one of the people that lost everything, completely financially ruined, his name was Abel Corbin, and he was President Grant's brother-in-law. His very own brother-in-law. So it would have been like he was married to President Grant's sister, and they lost everything. It's like, well, you know what? You're not supposed to do that. Okay, but that's like really old. That's not connected to the shopping thing. But the earliest known use of Black Friday that refers to the day after Thanksgiving occurred in a journal called Factory Management and Maintenance for November 1951, and then it ran again in 1952. And it talked about how the workers that worked in factories would call in sick the day after Thanksgiving, they would call in sick. That way they were able to have a 4-day weekend, because even back then Thanksgiving was on a Thursday, you know. So
it's always been on Thursday.
So they called it Black Friday, but it didn't really catch on. But then in Philadelphia, around 1961, the terms Black Friday and also Black Saturday came to be used by the police to describe the crowds and the traffic congestion that started the Christmas shopping season. Okay, so that was in
what year was that?
1961.
Yeah.
So then public relations expert kind of didn't like that term they were using, Black Friday, so they tried to rebrand it into Big Friday. Big Friday and Big Saturday, but that was
didn't work.
Simply forgotten. Like it was a good try, but like everyone
Black Friday
kind of already started calling it Black Friday. But it was a phrase that caught on slowly. It appeared in the New York Times in 1975, and it was just considered the busiest shopping and traffic day of the year.
See, I always thought Black Friday was because big retail day. Everybody's spending money, and you're in the black.
Well,
not the red.
It gets
Is that
to that.
where it goes?
Yeah,
Okay.
it goes there.
It does go there.
So Philadelphia, starting in 75, is calling it Black Friday, Black Friday. And 10 years later, in 1985, it still hasn't caught on nationwide.
That was a good year.
Retailer, yeah, you graduated high school.
I graduated high school.
Retailers in Cincinnati and in L.A. still didn't even know what Black Friday meant. So that was in 85, yeah. So it was kind of an East Coast thing maybe, but Cincinnati still, I mean, I don't know. They were out of it. But it did gain national attention in the 80s, and it was used by merchants objecting to the use of a derisive term to refer to one of the most important shopping days of the year. They didn't really like the term black either. But retailers traditionally operated at a financial loss for most of the year and then made their profit during the holiday season, beginning on the day after Thanksgiving. So when this was recorded in the financial records, the accounting practices back then that you would use red ink to show negative amounts and you would use black ink to show positive amounts. So Black Friday, using this theory, is the beginning of the period when retailers would no longer be in the red. So
isn't that crazy that short period of time they make up for the whole year?
I know. Isn't that nuts?
It really is. I bet that's not the case today because I think people buy because back when I was younger, you got things on your birthday, you got stuff at Christmas time, and you got new school clothes at the beginning of the year. Otherwise, because right now, if your kids need something, what are you going to do? You're going to go out and buy it. You're going to do it. I think kids get stuff all year long now, but when I was younger, now it might be different for you, it was those 3 periods. Otherwise, if you needed new jeans, well, you had to wait till the beginning of the next school year, or you had to wait till your birthday, you had to wait till Christmas. You didn't mom and dad just didn't go out and buy stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they do now. Maybe that's why that is, because it would be interesting to see, you know, of course, Black Friday's changing with the cyber world.
Yeah, well, I got info on that too. But there was a little bit of a controversy in the 1930s about Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So retailers wanted a longer shopping season.
Okay.
Because back then, Thanksgiving was held on the last Thursday of the month.
Like it was this year?
Like it was this year, which makes the shopping season shorter.
Yeah.
But this year, it just happened to be that the last Thursday of the month was also the 4th Thursday of the month. But it gets a little confusing. So so in 1939, President Franklin D. Roosevelt issued a presidential proclamation, and he proclaimed that Thanksgiving is to be the 4th Thursday in November rather than the last Thursday, meaning that in some years, not all years, because this year wouldn't have been, Thanksgiving will be 1 week earlier. And he did that in order to lengthen the Christmas shopping season because the retailers wanted more shopping time.
Yeah.
Most people adopted the president's change. It was later reinforced by an act of Congress, but many at the time continued to celebrate Thanksgiving on the original date.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, now you don't hear of anybody saying, well, this isn't really Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's meant to be the last Thursday of the month. No one says that anymore. But this is in the 30s. People still stuck with tradition for a long time.
Do you remember a few years ago, and I got so annoyed because literally right before Thanksgiving, JCPenney, biggest sale of the year, never going to get better until the next week. Bigger than last week's sale, bigger than ever. And they did that. And I'm like, JCPenney, you're stupid.
I know. All they did with those kind of marketing campaigns is just shoot themselves in the foot because then nobody trusted them. Because then no matter what sale they were having, the biggest sale of the year. This is the huge biggest sale of the year. It was like,
you thought last week was bigger. Wait till, I mean, it's
I'm like
stop.
Okay, wait, I'm not buying anything from you. Yes, I remember that.
I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait till like the day before because then it'll be the biggest, hugest sale.
Well,
till the day after, and then you're going to add one more huge.
So, in the late 90s, early 2000s, Black Thursday started. Now, I
didn't like that.
I actually did like it. And
you did?
I did.
Oh, you're so weird. No.
Because this is when stores started opening on Thanksgiving to beat the crowd for Black Friday.
I hated that.
It creeped in. Some stores started opening at midnight on Black Friday, and people would stay up all night and shop. And then eventually some people just started being like, well, we're going to open at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving night, which I thought was incredibly fun. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, but that makes people have to leave their families and go work.
Yeah.
I remember the days where you couldn't do nothing on a Sunday. Everything was closed. You could barely get gas on Sunday.
1991 was the first year that Kmart stayed open on Thanksgiving.
Really, Kmart was the
They
first
opened
to do
on
it?
the evening of Thanksgiving. They closed during the day for their employees, but then that evening they opened, and they had a big success. That way people avoided the Black Friday traffic.
Oh, God.
And then a couple years later, more people started doing that, and then it became kind of a trend. And then there was just like all this crazy Black Friday shopping, in which a lot of our stories are probably going to be from this time period.
They are crazy.
Crazy Black Friday and Black Thursday shopping. I loved it. I loved the chaos of it. I loved sitting there watching. I loved trying to get a good deal. I didn't care at all about like missing anything on Thanksgiving. Like, to me, it was fun. But we all know what ended that whole thing. COVID.
Yeah.
So pretty
ended up
much
bugging
all the doorbuster sales on Thanksgiving kind of ended in 2020. That year, everything was closed. Nothing opened at all. But, you would think that afterward it would just kind of slowly start to come back. But like
And
even
it's
this year at
not.
Walmart, like they had some Black Friday deals, but there was like nobody that was rushing to Walmart to look at their
No.
Black Friday
Well,
deals.
I don't think there's ever been deals. I'm like one of those type people. If I never, I'll tell you a couple stories when we come back from commercial break, but I've only been Black Friday shopping a couple times, but it's not and the deals are not there. I mean, everybody thinks you're getting all this. I'm not going to fight any crowd for $20 off TV.
I will fight to death. I'll be there, and I love it. Yeah,
Not me.
Yeah,
Not me. I don't know. The older I get, the more I don't like crowds. I've done more Amazon shopping this year than I've ever done in my life.
yeah, I did all of it on Amazon.
I like
this year.
to shop if I don't need to. Now, see, because I'm not a shopper, I'm a buyer. If I'm in the mood to go shopping, I'm going and I'm dropping some coin that day because everything I got to be in the mood. Now, if I'm not in the mood, I'm not. No thanks. But I'm not a shopper. I'm a purchaser.
I'm a shopper. I like to shop.
Now, are you one of those that would like go shopping and be like, oh, okay, here it's $5.99, but if I go down, then drive all over town to go back and get the $5.99, or you buy what you want?
I'll just buy it when I see it.
My mother,
Unless it's just
gosh.
like I know if I go somewhere else, it's going to be a lot cheaper, but it's really not worth the gas money for me to drive across town.
My
and back.
mother would like go, oh, I really want this, but I think it's and I'd be like, oh my God, kill me now.
Only it would have to be an extreme circumstance for me to. Usually, when I see something I like, I just buy it.
I
But
just get it too. But
yeah.
No, I got to be in the mood. But if I'm in the mood, it's not.
I like to shop, but I don't like to shop with just anybody.
I
And
don't shop with just
I'm
anybody
happy
either.
shopping by myself because I walk very fast.
I shop by myself too because I walk very slow. Yeah, Beth and I are always like, you go ahead of me.
I'll be like,
yeah.
what are you doing back there?
Yeah, I'll meet you at the food court.
I have long legs.
All right, we're gonna take a commercial break. We're gonna come back with some funny stories. And
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank.
We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you could be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and we are going to talk about some Black Friday horror stories. Well, I have two.
Okay.
Jim and I got married in 88.
Yeah.
We got married in November. I'm like, Black Friday, so the next month, right?
Yeah.
We're going Black Friday. I'm like, let's go over to St. Clair. Because I like to go. I'm a St. Louis girl. I like going towards St. Louis. And so anyway, we get over there, and this was before Greenmount Road was there. So your first exit off was at the main exit going to the mall. We pulled over there. We got up, and we left about 7 o'clock. We got over there about 9 o'clock. Traffic was, you couldn't even, we
couldn't even get off the interstate.
We couldn't even get off the interstate. We pulled up there, and it was like, line, all the way around. It took us 45 minutes to get off the interstate. Right then, Jim was already like,
what have I gotten myself into?
What am I doing here? He made me so miserable that
I
day.
bet. I would not have wanted to be with you.
Yeah. No, and it was like, okay, this is not cool. Mm-hmm. Then my second, because I always decorate the day after, so then I start decorating the day after Thanksgiving. So Black Friday, I do my decorating. Wrestling Buddies came out. Jim, well, our Walmart's got Wrestling Buddies. I need you to go out to Walmart and do whatever you have to do to get those Wrestling Buddies. I'm going to stay here and decorate. He came up. About an hour later, he walked in the house. Of course, typical Jim. He was like,
you sent him to the store?
I sent him to the store to get, I said, you only need to get 2 Wrestling Buddies. Get one, any kind they've got. I said, if you Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage. If you can't get those 2, just get anything. The boys want Wrestling Buddies, right? So anyway, he comes home, and typical Jim was like, I'm going to take these Wrestling Buddies and I'm like, what happened? He said, first of all, I got the Wrestling Buddies. I'm going down the aisle, and apparently I wasn't moving fast enough, and a lady jammed her cart into the back of Jim.
Oh, my gosh.
And he was like, I almost threw down with some old lady, and there I'm like, excuse, and she was like, get away. Then he said one guy took out one of the Wrestling Buddies out of his cart. At our Walmart, Jim was like, I suggest you. My wife sent me out here. I am in a bad mood because a lady just bruised my ankles by running her cart into me, and I would suggest you put that. Took one of the Wrestling Buddies out of Jim's cart.
Oh my gosh, did he give it back?
He did give it back because apparently this was atheist Jim Earlywine.
Yeah.
This was my fuse is this long. Jim's fuse now is this long, but at least he knows Jesus. Back then he was an atheist. And he had no fuse, and I'm surprised that because this was bad Jim,
bad Jim Brown, baddest man in the whole dang town.
So
don't mess with Jim.
Don't mess with Jim. Yeah. So he came home and he walked in that door, and it was just like steam was coming. He was like, "Don't you ever ask me to do that again."
Oh, funny.
So yeah, my Black Friday stories have to do with Jim being angry.
Yeah.
What's one of yours?
That was some rookie mistakes. Like if you have items like that sought after in your cart, like you don't just
coat. Oh yeah.
You don't just put them in your cart. Like you keep them up front where your arm can be on top of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because the Cabbage Patch.
Yeah.
That's when I remember being crazy. Was the Cabbage Patch? I believe that was like the first. That was like in 78, 79, 78. I think is when Cabbage Patch came out.
Okay, I think it was 84.
1978.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because I was little. I wouldn't have got a I mean, I was like 12 when Cabbage. I was born in 67, 77. Yeah, so I was 11 when they came out because my Cabbage Patch doll name was Hope Hazel. And they came out, and my mom and my Aunt Barb threw down for Cabbage Patch. My mom was that person. My mom and my Aunt Barb.
Well, even in the early 80s, they were really hard to. I mean, it was a fight every year.
It went around, man. I'm telling you. And my mom and my Aunt Barb they went Black Friday weekend. They went to Evansville or St. Louis and spent the weekend.
I still have my Cabbage Patch dolls. Do you?
I can't find Hope Hazel.
What?
I don't know where she's at, and I know I've kept her, but I cannot find Hope Hazel. But our basement flooded one time, and I have a feeling Hope Hazel and my Barbies were in there, and Jim probably went down there and picked it up. But yeah, my mom would throw down. She threw down for Hope Hazel. But yeah.
Yeah, I had one named Heidi, and I had one named Amanda.
What were their middle names?
I didn't. They were never in trouble. I never called them by their middle name.
Hope Hazel. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. I had several, but I can't remember. I had a little boy one named James.
Yeah, I only had one. 1978 was when Cabbage Patch came out.
Okay.
So what's your Black Friday horror story?
I don't really have any.
Who did you hurt?
I never hurt anyone, and I never was hurt. I just kind of enjoyed it, but I did see a fight one year over shopping carts at Walmart. The police were called, or they might have already been kind of in the building, but they had to go break up a fight between two ladies in the cart area because apparently the one lady said it was her cart and the other lady said it was her cart. And instead of just saying, okay, I'll look around for another cart. Here's your cart. Have a Merry Christmas. They were like wrestling with each other. One smacked the other one on the face.
Oh my gosh. Where was this at?
I'm thinking it was Flora Walmart. It might have been Harrisburg Walmart, but I think it was Flora Walmart.
How funny is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have just been like, go take the card. I'll just chill out here a minute and wait for another one. I'm not going to stall.
Well, I know the carts are like really hard to find on that day, but honestly, like my experience with Black Friday shopping is I don't want a cart. There's things that I'm going to have to carry, and I know my arms are going to be full of things, but I don't want a cart because then you can't maneuver through all the people. So if you have a cart, you can't get through some aisles, and I'm like just carrying my stuff and like weaving around.
I'll just wait in line. The weather outside is frightful. I sing. If I'm in there and I just sing, and people are like, oh, that's so. I do. But I sing everywhere I go. But no, if I get in a mood where I'm thinking I'm gonna like throw down, I'll just start singing it.
Okay.
Yeah, because there are times I go to Walmart and I just I lose all Christianity and then God smacks me in the head and goes, be nice.
I don't feel that way in a Walmart crowd, but I definitely feel that way on the road. I get road rage.
Yeah, you do. You got terrible road rage. Okay. Number one selling toy of all time. Number one. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I don't know, the Cabbage Patch?
Barbie.
Oh, Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie's number one. Hot Wheels, Rubik's Cube, Cabbage Patch, Legos, Beanie Babies, the teddy bear, some silly Tamagotchi from Japan.
Oh, Tamagotchi.
Star Wars figurines, and yo-yos.
Yo-yos.
Number 10, who knew?
Not me.
Let's talk about horror stories on Black Friday.
Okay.
I've got one.
Okay,
this
go for it.
happened in 2008, Palm Desert, California. Okay. So you're at Palm Desert, California. I'm not sure what store it is, but you had two men that got in an altercation in one of the aisles over a toy. So they started chasing each other through the store. Both were packing heat. These two men pulled out a gun, shot each other, and killed each other at the same time.
It was a duel.
A duel in a store over a toy on Black Friday in 2008 in Palm Desert.
Well, that's
California.
ridiculous, but I'm sorry they died over something so stupid, but I'm thankful they did not kill an innocent bystander.
No kidding, but can you imagine?
Yeah.
They shot and killed each other. They chased each other down in the aisles and then shot each other.
That's craziness.
Isn't that? But, oh, yeah, who knew, right?
Yeah. Well, here's another one from 2008.
Okay.
Same year. It must have been a hot item that year. We'll have to look and see why everyone was after in 2008. There was about 2,000 shoppers.
Tickle Me Elmo.
Could have been.
I'm just throwing that out
No, 2008. Tickle Me Elmo was earlier than that, I think. But this was in Valley Stream, New York. And this was at a 5 a.m. opening of the Walmart.
Oh, my Lanta.
Okay, the doors opened at this Walmart. The crowd's waiting outside. They all push forward. They end up breaking one of the doors down. And there was a 34-year-old employee named Timothy Demore. I don't know. It's a different name. And he was trampled to death. He was the guy opening the door. And they trampled him to death. The shoppers, not even concerned. There's a guy on the floor, not concerned, not looking at him. Just one thing in mind. And they are just, headed forward. No one halted. Other employees tried to intervene and help him and get to him. People are still just pouring in. And they're like, I've been outside waiting in the cold. It's freezing out there. Let me in.
They said there were over 2,000 people standing outside.
Over 2,000 people.
That was in Walmart, wasn't it?
Yep, Walmart in Valley Stream, New York. So then the police arrived and they tried to help him. And there were still people continuing to pour in, and they kept pushing and shoving the police officers out of the way.
Yep.
One of the people, there was like all these minor injuries in the crowd. One of them was a pregnant woman. She had to be taken to the hospital. And that is probably the first case of a death, like trampling death on Black Friday.
Isn't that something?
Very sad. He was 34 years old, just there working, doing his job.
Doing his job.
You know.
And then they were mad whenever they were,
Yep.
Well, I have one in 2009 at a Walmart in Upland, New York. So you know how like when they have like that special merchandise and it's all like cellophaned really, really, really tight?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
they weren't going to unwrap that cellophane. The doors opened at 5 a.m., but they were not opening the cellophane package for that specific deal. Remember how like you could get into Walmart? But do that. Shoppers refused to wait till 6. So they started ripping and grabbing and tearing that cellophane off these whatever
pallets.
These pallets, trying to rip and tear it. Well, in the process, there was an old man who was like, well, I say old, hey, you're older than Jim, 62. He was 62, and he fell on the floor. And I've got 2 or 3 stories where like men in their 60s were killed, were trampled.
Yep.
They started ripping all that paper out. The police, so this old man goes down, and they're just stomping all over him, and they're ripping and tearing. The police get called. So then the police come in, and they move the crowd outside, which took them, they had to do it by force. And and then at that point, they only let like 30 people in at a time.
I read that one. Fights
were breaking outside. They just lost their mind over that. That story with the older gentleman. I got another one where he was where an old man fell over in one in West Virginia and they trampled him to death. He ended up dying.
So
but
don't fall down when you're in Walmart.
Don't fall down. But yeah, I mean that gentleman did. But like you got an old man on the ground and people they don't care.
No, because their brains are like zoned in on the one thing and they're like somebody else will help him. I'm busy.
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah.
Wrong attitude to have. Nothing's more important than helping.
Nothing's more important than the thing you're going to put in your next garage sale in the spring.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's the way I look at all this crap.
Okay, so this one happened in Madison, Wisconsin in 2010. A woman was arrested outside of a Toys R Us store after she cut in line. And then she threatened to shoot all the other shoppers who tried to object. So she went to the front of the line at Toys R Us to get in. All the other shoppers were like, we've been waiting here since whenever, and you can't cut in line. And she's like, oh, well, then I'm going to shoot you. And I think she did have a gun on her.
Oh my!
That same year, there was a volunteer for Toys for Tots. Somebody was trying to shoplift all of the toys that had been donated to Toys for Tots. And this volunteer was like, no, like these are the toys that have been donated for Toys R Us.
Children.
You know, they're usually in one of those big wrapped boxes, and if you buy an extra toy, you throw it in. It's for charity. No, someone came along to steal all those Toys for Tots. And the volunteer stand there was like, no, these are, so they stabbed her.
Well.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think she died, but she was stabbed.
Wow. We're going to take a commercial break, and I got a couple more to talk about.
Okay.
And then you probably got another one, too. We'll be right back.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great, too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
What?
you better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I was. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and we're talking about Black Friday.
Black Friday craziness.
Okay, I got this one. This one's nuts.
Okay.
So there was a grandpa, 62 years old, Walmart, 2012.
Okay.
He waited in line at a Walmart for 4 hours.
Uh-huh.
He goes into the store. Well, the stereo he wanted sold out.
Okay.
So he gets into his car, and he's driving to another Walmart. Traffic's going slow.
Yeah.
He's not very happy. There was a car in front of him. So he's getting angrier and angry because he's got to get to that next Walmart store to get that stereo. He pulls around. So this is on the freeway. He pulls around, pulls out a gun, shoots the person in the car in front of him, misses her, thank goodness, and then goes ahead and passes her, but he shoots through her window.
What a nut job.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
that's
a nut
awful.
job. Get this. Her husband, who is a cop, was right behind him. Sees the whole thing happen, pulls the guy over, and he's arrested on the spot. His wife was not. He missed her, thank goodness. But literally, talk about road rage.
No kidding. No, I get upset with nothing like that. Not like that. I just roll my eyes and like, drive faster.
He was, because like I said, he was waiting in line and he was mad and bada bada boom.
Oh, my.
Tell me another story.
Okay. Well, this is 2011. A woman, this was in California, Porter Ranch, California, at a Walmart. Why is it always Walmart?
I don't know. Walmart's crazy.
She used pepper spray on all the other shoppers.
Yes, I got that story.
Causing injuries to a reported number of people, 20 people. They had been waiting hours for the store to open because this was the year that there was an Xbox 360 on sale.
Oh, boy. That'll get you every time, that Xbox.
A witness said a woman with 2 children in tow became upset with the way people were pushing in line. The witness said she pulled out pepper spray and sprayed the other people in line. Someone else said the store had brought out a crate of the Xbox 360s and a crowd had formed to wait for the unwrapping of the pallet, with that plastic. And when the woman then began spraying all the other people around the pallet with the pepper spray in order to get an advantage for a better spot to grab the Xbox.
Well, I found another one, a lady, it was a different story, because this lady, she had pepper spray on her, and she pepper sprayed like 10 different people throughout the store, and to get them out of their way and stuff, and she ended up not getting caught. She ended up like pepper spraying people throughout the store, and then when she was done, took her merchandise, checked out, and left the building.
I don't think you could do that today with all the cameras.
Not anymore, but boy, back then.
Wow.
That was in 2011, I think, whenever that one happened.
Oh, my.
Let me check and see. Yeah, 2011, pepper sprayed. She never did get caught. Yeah,
she has to live with that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, be like, oh, you want that?
Now, I'm going to be a little bit more careful. Like, people start reaching for something, I'm going to be like, you got pepper spray?
You need that, unless it's Velveeta cheese, then I'm going to fight.
Stacey can throw down for Velveeta. 2012, another Walmart in Tallahassee, Florida. 2 people got into a fight over a parking spot, and they both had a gun and they shot each other.
Tawanda.
Yeah. Instead of saying I'm older and I have more insurance, she's like, you're dead.
Yeah, people get crazy about those parking spots too. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, oh, go on. Yeah, how funny.
This one's a really good one. This one came
I gotta
from,
hear it.
This came from Vegas, 2013.
Please tell me it's 2 Elvises getting into it.
No, but that would make it better if they would have been. Okay, so this guy, he's just bought a big screen TV, and he is carrying it home from a Target store on Thanksgiving. And then he was shot in the leg as he tried to wrestle the item back from a robber who had just stolen it from him at gunpoint. So he's carrying, I don't know if he's carrying it to his car or he's carrying this TV home exactly, but this guy comes up, robs him, takes the TV from him. The guy takes it back from him, wrestles him. Mm-hmm. They're fighting over this TV, and the guy shoots him.
Wow.
Over the TV.
Over a TV.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness sake.
Yep.
Now, didn't you say you had something about Black Friday around the world?
Yeah, I do.
Let's listen to a little bit of that.
Okay. So in the Middle East, they don't like the term Black Friday. I think it has like a bad meaning, like
racist
black
meaning to them.
Well,
or
I don't think
something?
it's racist. I think black just means bad, like bad things happen, and so they don't want shoppers to think bad things are going to happen. So they used other colors. So in Libya, they introduced it as White Friday. They call it White Friday there. They call it White Friday in Egypt. It's the same thing, but they don't want the black connotation of like bad things happening. Pakistan, they call it Blessed Friday. Yeah. It's a shopping festival, but it's called Blessed Friday. Bless these deals.
Bless these deals today. Interesting.
Yeah.
I just think that's weird coming from the Middle East.
In Saudi Arabia, they call it Yellow Friday. Not black, yellow.
You think Saudi Arabia would like black since they got their oil.
Yeah.
Every day's Black Friday for them.
Interesting. In Belgium, they call it Black Friday, and it's a really big deal in Belgium ever since 2016. Yeah, it's a big deal there. In France, they're slowly introducing Black Friday custom in France still. They've started having big sales on those days, and people are kind of starting to get into it there, but they're a little slower to love it like the Americans. Germany, they do the whole week in Germany. They call it Black Week.
Oh, really?
And black shopping and Black Week, and the sales last the entire week, which is what Amazon did this year.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon started their Black Friday sales like a week before actual Black Friday this year.
But I don't even, okay.
Which confused me a little bit.
I'm confused anyway about Black, because did they really put stuff on sale?
Yeah.
Because does it say like this is what it was and that is what it is now?
Yeah.
Because I noticed when I ordered some things off Amazon, it's like you saved $5.61 or something like that.
Yeah. No, it was the whole week, and which was good. I got a lot of stuff done earlier, but then I forgot it actually wasn't Black Friday. So then I ordered something paid full price for it on another website because I thought it was Black Friday, but it was only Thursday. And then I was mad at myself because I was like, dang it, why didn't I wait and send that order tomorrow? It might have been on sale. Come to find out it wouldn't have been anyway, so it was fine.
I always feel bad for all the mail carriers right now.
Yeah, and the UPS.
And the UPS. Man, they work hard this time of year. And in the snow, I feel so bad for them. Yeah. Amazon. I like Amazon. I know a lot of people are, I don't know. I like Amazon. And Amazon's a good company. You know, you start out with Amazon, right off the bat, you're making really good money and hourly. Right off the bat, you've got insurance. Right off the bat, you're in their 401. Amazon's a good company.
It's a really good employer.
It's not Walmart. I don't think Walmart's a good company anymore.
I don't
think Walmart was a really good, I don't think they were ever a really good company, but Amazon's a great company.
I actually know somebody that works for Amazon, and he has a great job.
Yeah,
and
Amazon's
they
good.
treat
I'd
him
like to
really well.
I'd like to.
And I'd much rather buy from Amazon and pay a little bit more than order from Shein or Temu or whatever, because that's just direct from China. So like no companies in the United States are getting any money. There's no employees at all.
There's no employees there
in the United States that are getting anything.
I'm a big fan of Amazon. I like them.
Let's see. The Netherlands, they started having Black Friday in 2015. It's really all through Ireland, 2014. It's really all through Europe.
See, I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, Poland is just starting to kind of get interested in Black Friday. Spain, they do it. Switzerland, they have Black Friday. They do a week, Black Friday week. Turkey, they like to call it Legendary Friday.
I love Turkey.
Yeah, Legendary Friday.
It's a great country. It was a beautiful country. Visited last year on my Mediterranean cruise. It was literally one of my favorite places we went. And I bet their Black Friday is really crazy because those people will. What's the politically correct? You can't say Jew anymore. What is it? They will barter with you. Oh, Turkey. They're all they're that. Hey, come here. Be like, I want this ring. Take a couple $100 off of it. I'll take it. No, Turkey's great. I love Turkey.
In Mexico, they do a whole weekend. It's called the Good Weekend or El Buen Fin. The Good Weekend. It started in 2011. So yeah, I mean it's all over Europe, all over North America. Yep, Australia. They do it in Australia too. It's a little controversial in Australia though, because they also had some devastating Black Friday bushfires that occurred in their history. So they have to be careful. They don't really like to call it Black Friday, I guess.
Okay, that's different.
But just because some of their history, I don't know. I'm not going to read that whole. I
had no idea.
That's a long story. I'm not going to get into all that.
Special.
Yep. Nope, we're not.
We're not special.
Us. It's everywhere.
You know who is special?
Jack Handy.
Jack Handy.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. This is how we like to end our show, with a little laugh.
This one you're going to have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I was their captive, the Indians allowed me quite a bit of freedom. I could walk about freely, make my own meals, and even hurl large rocks at their heads. It was only later that I discovered they were not Indians at all, but dirty clothes hampers.
Oh my gosh. I think he was on drugs for some of these. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. Crazy. But anyway, you can always find our show on Wabash Catch TV, channel 100. We air Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m. You can find any of our episodes on YouTube. Just type in Beth and Stacey in the search bar on YouTube, and you will find our page. And all of our episodes are there, and you can like and follow us on Facebook. So that's really it for today. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
God bless you, and have a great day.